Welcome back to the final episode of Music City Surrey Season 4, which brings me to tears because it's been so much fun filming these. If you don't know, we highlight amazing talent that's contributed to the music scene in Surrey. And today I am here with amazing guitarist Dylan Lammie.
Hello.
Hey, Dylan. I think one of the last times I saw you, especially at a Surrey event, was when you hopped on stage with our friend Ranj Singh at like a moment's notice. During sound check, Sammy asked you if you would join them for a whole set. You didn't really get any rehearsal. You just kind of
just thrown into it. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Thrown into it. And that's just the kind of guitar player that you are. You're just able to kind of hop in and go with the flow and stuff like that too. So tell me more about like how you got into playing guitar and stuff like that.
Well, I actually started playing guitar because I was really good at Guitar Hero when I was like 9 years old. I was able to play expert looking away from the TV with the guitar behind my back. So my folks were like, we should probably get this kid a real guitar and challenge him.
How much time did you spend on Guitar Hero to get that good?
I can't remember. I played it a lot, as any kid does, play video games all the time after school.
Do you still have like the entire song list memorized?
No, I can't play Guitar Hero for damn anymore. I'm terrible at it.
We'll have to test that theory sometime.
Yeah. Okay. Gladly trade the skills though.
Cool. So from Guitar Hero to real guitar learning curve or not so much?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, dealing with more strings, but it was just still like rhythmic balance, like especially with the right hand too. Yeah. That's actually very applicable.
Yeah.
To playing actual guitar.
Yeah.
And yeah, I had a great time.
That's awesome. So your parents stuck you in lessons. Where did it go from there?
From there, I took lessons for 2 or 3 years in Victoria, and then just kept on playing guitar. It was a great way for me to entertain myself. I wasn't particularly into sports when I was growing up, so it was just something to just completely dive into and have a great time doing.
And how did taking guitar lessons and playing guitar by yourself like lead you into doing other music-related projects?
Well, eventually it got to a point where it wasn't challenging anymore, so I started to reach out to friends in school and start playing together. And once you're tired of kind of just staying in your own bedroom, practicing and whatnot, trying to go out there and play gigs, play shows.
Yeah. What kind of gigs and shows were you doing?
Back then, I was in a metal band. I was 18. I played my first gig in a bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fantastic time.
Did you get the X's on your hand too to show that you were underage, or did you get away with it?
I got away with it. I had a beard. I had a full beard at the time. Yeah, no, it was. They didn't ask any questions.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I love those stories. What was your favorite part and least favorite part, I guess, about playing when you were first starting out? Like, what was like the biggest thing that you had to learn versus something that you kind of carried with you as a lesson? What did you enjoy the most about first starting out?
The curiosity of it, I would say, actually. Being able to find just a huge resource of inspiration and different styles to try and emulate, and then eventually along the way figuring out your own. Yeah.
And then you've kind of landed in similar rock genres now still. So what are you kind of up to right now? Like where's that led you?
Right now, I've come back from 2 national tours with Brass Camel over the year. In the summertime, I did a bunch of interior stints and going up and down the province.
Cool.
Most every weekend except for one, I believe.
Do you have a crazy tour story?
Probably, yeah.
Do you have a crazy tour story that's appropriate to share?
Driving into head-tail winds, they were coming at us at like 110 kilometers an hour in a bus, having the whole thing just shaking back and forth, and losing a solar panel and losing a bunch of other. What else? Yeah, it was a terrible time. It was not a very fun adventure.
How do you manage that kind of thing? Like you're out on the road.
With tact, with delicacy, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, you're out on the road. You're doing what you love, and now all of a sudden, all these things are going wrong. Like, how do you make it to your next gig on time? How do you
You just keep the diesel truck and keep motoring. Yep, that's all you got to do.
And you just keep that mindset the whole way through of I'm out here doing what I love, kind of.
Exactly. And, we're not the first musicians to show up late for a gig. That's for sure. Yeah. Late for a sound check, never late for a gig. Yeah.
Only late for sound check.
Only
That's
late for
actually
sound check.
kind of impressive with the number of things that can go wrong in that sense.
Absolutely.
Was that the only one, or were there more like kind of missteps and misfires?
That's the only one, because when you're driving the bus, you can't really feel the shakes as much as people sitting in the back.
Were you driving or in the back?
I was driving at the time, yeah. I did most of the driving. But that one jolted me over. So everyone just stayed quiet and we're like, oh, holy crap. It was pretty freaky.
We're going to wait and let the guy get through this one.
Yeah.
So you've played a lot of gigs now then, because 2 national tours alone is a lot of gigs.
Yes, so with the Camel, we did something to the tune of almost 70 gigs
Yeah.
between those two tours and all the interior events we did.
Mm-hmm.
Plenty of other stuff with Tess Anderson as well, and
Yeah.
joined in as session guitarist on other people's stuff too if they reach out.
Cool. Looking back to like when you were 18, do you have one that stands out as your favorite gig that you've ever played?
When I was 18?
Or just in general over those years?
First time with the Commodore with Tess.
That would have been amazing.
Yeah, opening up for Mother Mother, that was completely nuts.
Yeah.
No, that's definitely a big highlight.
Yeah.
And actually, like on the tours, I enjoyed more of the smaller gigs, the ones that were lower in attendance. We did very well, but there was one that was only, I think, like 10 people are at, and I just remember that being just feeling like, oh, this is actually a great show. We're all playing great. Everything felt really good.
And you're taking it easy. It's less stressful. You
Yeah,
don't
I think
have
that
to
was
worry about
Sherbrooke. I think
Nice.
It was somewhere in Quebec because we can't market to French people apparently.
That's
Us
hilarious.
English lads.
Well, we've got one French lad in the room with us right now that you've marketed to successfully, at least.
Good to know.
But yeah, planning a tour, what kind of work goes into that for people that would want to do it?
A lot. I didn't actually plan out most of it. That's all on Daniel's side of things.
Yeah.
He's very in tune to that, reaching out to promoters,
Yeah,
reaching out to venues, reaching out to bands in each city that you're going to be trying to stopping in, and planning out what you want to do in your off days.
Yeah, he's very business savvy.
He's yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's awesome. So when it comes to writing, are you really involved in writing processes and projects that you are in?
Yep. Mostly I find my writing style is to help people sort of embellish their kind of ideas and what they're trying to say lyrically, and also how that reflects musically as well.
Yeah, and even in performance and in really embellishing those songs, like I said at the beginning, you're really good at jumping in off the radar too. You add so much to just being thrown into something halfway through. And we did a couple of sessions that were videoed way back when that I think that we got thrown into it, and she sort of knew exactly what she wanted, but at the same time we had some space to come up with things. And I think that some standout moments that you had were just really key, awesome parts of the video too, that ended up making the music really shine through without overshadowing the artist too, you know? I think that can be...
Try to fit that demographic, just ride that line.
Yeah, I think that can be an important skill to have too, is to like know where to play. Like
Absolutely.
You're very tasteful with your guitar playing.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, so as someone that's been doing it for a while, playing gigs, playing session, playing guitar, if someone just wants to start out in music right now, what advice would you have for them?
Just get going.
Yeah.
Pick up guitar, pick up piano, drums, sing, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Just start it. You're your only person that can stop you is yourself.
Don't overthink it.
Don't overthink it.
Makes sense.
Don't let the great be the enemy of the good.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a really good one. Where can people find you and then your various projects, I guess, online?
Yeah, online. My Instagram's Dylan Lammie.
Cool.
Brass Camel is Tess Anderson.
Awesome.
Yep.
Cool. Thanks, Dylan. Excited to hear you play some guitar for us.
Thank you.
And to everyone at home, thanks for tuning in for another season of the Music City Surrey Showcase. Can't wait to see you again next year.